Do you wish there's an easier way to open the glove box instead of one button here and press one button here to the main screen, or even this menu on the steering wheels is too complicated to get to open the gloves box? But now you can just press the screen and then voila, open the glove box. Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, this brand new display can just have a shortcut and then open the glove box and some other shortcuts too, plus the instrument cluster display right in front of you all the time. So in today's video, I'll show you what comes in the box. Step-by-step installation should be really quick and easy to do, and then we'll test it in my Tesla Model 3. This will be available for both Model 3 and Model Y. Now let's go. Let's see what comes in the box of the latest version Ultra Mini instrument cluster display for Tesla Model Y and Model 3 from Henshaw. Here what came in the box. So this is the display itself. This will sit on your steering wheel column. You'll have to replace this with the OEM panel. And this is the wire harness. So the wire harness came dual compatible with AMD version car and Intel version car. Again, if you have a 2021 and newer car, you can use the AMD version plug. Even though your car is Intel processor, but you're able to use this and plug into the side door. The same instruction as you will see in this video. And this is the main display itself. It's the same size as the original first version of this Ultra Mini display, but it has extra function, which is the shortcuts button that you can control a few things in the car, so you don't have to go through the main menu of the car. And the trim removal tool and the instruction manual book. Alright, we saw everything that came in the box. Let me show you where I got this display from. I got this new Ultra Mini display from Henshaw or HAutoPart.com. Please make sure to select the right one for your car, and also make sure to select the V3 version with Quick Touch, not the V2 one, because the V2 one won't have the Quick Touch version with all the shortcuts. If you are interested, you can use my special discount code D80 for extra 15% off. Now let's go and install it in my Tesla Model 3. So before we start the installation, there are a few things you need for this installation. So you need these plastic removal tools. I got these from Amazon.com. I will put the link in the description down below. Also, this masking tape or painter tapes. So these you will need in the installation. Now let's go install it. First thing first, you need to remove this panel using one of these trim removal tool. So just put it in underneath and use your finger to help, and it should pop right out. It's only 3 plastic clips that holds this panel together. Next, you just have to remove this panel right here. Just use your hand, pull it up. That's it. So next part, you need to remove this panel, the whole panel. Again, these are plastic clips inside. There's only one part that you need the tools to remove, is this part right here with the plastic clip on the top. You just use one of these two to pop it open and then pull it out. Now I can just remove this whole panel right here. Just pop it open. There. And just pull it this way. That's it. It's really simple. Okay, next step, same thing on the driver's side. Just pop open, use your hand to help. So this way we can remove the dashboard out. To remove the dashboard, there's no screw for the older model, but if you have the newer Model Y, let me show you where you can unscrew it. Okay, if you have newest Tesla Model Y. This is Model Y long range 2023 Austin factory. This was delivered in May, like towards the end of May. You would have to unscrew this one screw on each side right here. It should be T20 to unscrew it. Then after you unscrew, then you will be able to lift and remove the dashboard. Make sure you unscrew it first, otherwise if you try to remove without unscrewing it, you might break this wooden part. But for this one, you can just pull this part right here and then lift it up, as you can hear. There you go, and you should be able to remove the whole dashboard up. Now we got all the panels out. Let me show you where the connection is. So this blue one right here is to get all the information from the car to the display, and this white one right above it is to get the power to the display from the car. So this is the pass-through, but this is open port. You can just plug it in. You don't have to reconnect to anything else. So my car is 2021 Tesla Model 3 long range with Intel, but because of my car have this connection right here, the blue one, I can use the AMD connector part of the wire harness. And if your car is the same year as mine, I believe you could do the same thing too. Just make sure you have this open port right here, or if you have Model Y, it should be on the inside of the panel this way, so you can get that open port too. But if you have an older 2018, 2002, 2020 Model 3, you would have to go underneath here and connect directly to the MCU unit. But this is the easiest way to do it. It's so much easier. Doesn't take that much time at all. Now, before you connect anything, let's turn off the car power first. So just go to the main menu here, go to safety, and then scroll all the way down and then power off. Now we can connect. So this is open port anyway, so you can just connect it right in open port. You can just go ahead and plug it in, and then now we need to get a pass-through for the power. Now let's connect the pass-through cable. It's the white one up here, so just unlock. There you go. You can just remove it, and then plug the one from hand show display in, and then get the one from the car back to the hand show. So we get the pass-through to get the power to the display. Alright, at this point we're pretty much done with the connecting all the cable. Now we just have to get the cable up here and then run the cable across the dashboard. Okay, now this is where the masking tape comes in handy. So after you run the wire up here, use the masking tape to tape it down. So this way is really easy to organize the cable up here, so it doesn't block and it stay down. It doesn't block all these clips that we need to put back in when we put in the dashboard. Now we just have to put all of the panels down here back. Now I put all the panels back up. Let's go to the next step here, which is removing the OEM steering wheel column cover. Before you remove the steering wheel column cover, make sure you adjust the steering wheel first. So just go to here and then make sure it's all the way out and then all the way down, and that's it. Now you can remove this part of the steering wheel column. This is the top part. We'll replace it with the new display. So these two plastic clip we have to remove it out first. Let's sure we don't lose it on one side. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's now remove this piece right here. It should have some kind of clip. Then we can pop it open. There you go. So one clip right here. There's one more clip right here. There you go. There you go. It's pretty easy to remove actually. Not as hard as I think. So now this piece is out. We have to take this cover and then replace it on the hand show one. Right, in order to do that, we just have to squeeze in this right there. There's also the lock on the side right here, so make sure you pop that open first on both sides, and then you pinch in here, pinch in this one, last one. There you go. Now it came right off. Now we have this piece right here. Okay, now we just have to put it on the one from hand stroke. Done. Really simple. Now we are ready to install the display. So there's a plug underneath. Plug it in from the wire that we ran to here. As you can see here, this plug right here, and then just connect. And the display should power up. As you can see here, it's powering up right now. Very cool. All right. Now we're ready to install the single column cover with the display back onto the car. So same way here, we just clip it back in, no screw, just pop it back. There you go. Both sides, and then put these two in. Make sure you have the cable come out from this side, so it doesn't block anything. And we should be able to put the dashboard back in easily now. Everything's so organized. Now just have to put the dashboard back in place. Now the installation is done. Let's see how it looks in my Tesla Model 3. Now the installation is done. Let's go through all the settings and information on the display. So let's go through the information first. You have the time here, all the warning, lights on the top, and then temperature on the right, range in miles on the right hand side, and your odometer in miles here, and all the gear selector on the bottom right hand side. Also your battery status on the left hand side, and the speed limit on the left hand side of the main focal point, which is your speedometer, which is really important, so you don't have to keep looking at the main screen or main display. And then the length between your car and the car in front of you for autopilot. And this is the first one of the UI. And to go to the setting on the display, just use your right hand steering wheel button and press it to the right and hold, and then the setting menu will appear, and this is all the setting you can do on this display. PSI, the theme. So the theme you can change to either bright, which is white like we have, or dark, or auto. Auto will just follow the main display here. So let's select auto for now, and then we can change from miles to kilometers, and language, the time format, and the UI. So the current UI is UI number 2. You can change to UI number 1, and then this display, a little bit different from the first display, is that you have a plaid mode. So plaid mode is what you see on Model S Plaid. So at the beginning, a few seconds, you will have the plaid screen. I'll show you later in the video. So this is UI number 1. Everything pretty much similar, just different layout. You see the gear selection layout different here, and then the range goes down to here, and then now you see the PSI, your tires PSI all the time on the left hand side, but you still have the length of the car in front of you and speedometer permanent in the middle right here. And let me show you what it looks like at night or the dark theme. Just go to the menu again, go to theme, and then we just select dark and then just exit, and this is the dark theme. Looks really cool. It's super clean. I love this small. This is probably the smallest display that you can get, and then you get most of the information that you need, and it doesn't block the AC vent. As you can see, the vents right here, so it's go past above the display. Alright, now let's go through the extra function that display offer other than just showing all the information from the car, from the main display in front of you. Is that this one is actually a touchscreen. So as soon as you touch the display, the menu will appear, as you can see here. Some of the convenience that I like, which is the glove box right here. So you press, and then the glove box will open instead of you have to go through the main menu and then press the glove box, or you can use the shortcut for this steering wheels right here, and the glove lock will open, but you still have to go through the shortcut menu. You can change, but you have to preset it. It's a lot more convenient than, you have to go through the main display here. So all you do is just touch the display and then press glove box, and then it'll just open. So I love this extra function a lot, because sometimes you have to access the glove box. You don't have to go back and forth with this main display or the shortcut button, which a lot of people are using it even since they released that shortcut functions on the new update. And the next one, you have sport mode. So when you press, when it's turned red, the car will go. Let's say you have a shield mode right now in my car. The car will go on sport mode. I'll show you later in the video. And then the regen, this will do a quick shortcut to the roll or creep, which I don't use a lot. I never change my regen mode anyways. I always have it on hold, so not much extra function for me on this one, but I like the sport mode a lot. So let's say I'm on shield. In order for me to change, let's say I want to pass the car quickly on the street or on the highway, and I want that acceleration, I have to go through the menu, pedal and steerings, and then change to standard. So it's a lot if you want it to happen quickly. Instead of that, all of that, I can just touch the screen and then press, and then that's it. So, and then the shower lock. So the shower lock, let's say if you have the car on the shower lock mode on both or left or right, and then you press the display, as you can see here, when you have it on, as I have right now, it will turn red. So if I press this, it will unlock the shower mode for you. So you have to have it on first so you can use it to release the child lock quickly, so you have to go through all the menu again. So the last one is the tilt mirrors, which is really useful. So let's say you go somewhere and you have to tilt the mirror when you park, not your house, because you can set it to auto tilt, auto fold. So I want to, I go to my friend's house, but it's small parking spot. I need to tilt it. I don't have to go here. So I don't have that button. I have to go here and then fold the mirrors. As you can see, unfold. So I have to keep pressing the buttons. Instead of that, I can use this and then same thing happens. So for all of this, so press again and unfold it. Pretty awesome. I think from all of the 5 shortcuts, touchscreen here, the one I probably be using a lot is glove box, sport, and tilt mirrors. Not much on the regen, and probably not much on the shadow lock. But for some parents, that would be really helpful too. Yeah, it's really cool. So I show you everything that you need to know, all the setting and information. Now let me show you what it looks like while I'm driving the car. Let's go. Let me show you the plat mode first. So I had the plat mode on the display right now. So the first few seconds that you start to drive the car, you can see it will show the plat display. So let's say you want to do 0 to 60 time, and you know, you want to make it look really cool. So that's how you do it with the plat mode. It's quite gimmicky, not quite functional. Just, you know, cool to have. Better than not have anything, I guess. So yeah, this is what it looks like while you drive. The display at really good angle. You can always see it. As I mentioned before, during summer, just like now, it's really important to have the AC airflow right in front of you, and this display definitely answer that. I think I like this one a lot. This is the UI 1, I believe. You can see you have really good information, everything right in front of you all the time. The speed limit, speedometer, and of course the tire pressure. Okay, so I have the plat mode off, so not every time I stop and go it will show the plat mode. Yeah, it could be quite annoying if you leave it on, because every time you stop at a stop sign or at the stoplight, the plat mode will keep going every time you start driving a car again. Let me change to another UI real quick so we can see it. Okay, so this is UI number 2. Really similar, just different layout. In my opinion, all you need is basically just the speed limit and the speedometer and some small informations. I love the display. It looks really clean, and it flow with the style and design of the interior of Tesla, both Model Y and Model 3. So as you can see right now, my car is on chill mode. You won't get a lot of acceleration from the car. But if I touch the screen and change to sport, right away, my car will go into a standard because I have a long range. So it will get a lot faster. Yeah, I love that function a lot. That you can switch from chill to standard or sport if you have a performance Model 3 or Model Y. But noted that it doesn't change on the display. You see it's still chill, but the car itself already changed to the standard mode for my car. As you can see, it pulls quickly. So I can change back again to chill. There. So now back to chill mode. See how quick I can change it. A little bit hard for me because I'm holding the camera right now. So after you touch the screen, the touch display function will appear, but only after a few seconds it will go back to a regular display again. So you don't have to bother touch the display to go back, which is really good. Yeah, looks really awesome so far. This is probably one of my favorite display, the small display that doesn't need, if you don't need a CarPlay function in your display, this is the one, probably the one for your Model 3 and Model Y. Alright, now we've seen everything. Let me show you what the display looks like at night. As you can see in the video, this 4-inch instrument cluster display could do a little bit more than the previous version, and I think this is probably one of my favorite instrument cluster displays still so far. It's small enough, it doesn't block any AC, and you have the information right in front of you. Now you even have a touchscreen shortcuts to few stuff in your car. Let me know in the comment down below what you think about this new display, and thank you so much guys for watching today's video. Don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.